welcome to the Oracle of the Future. I am the Oracle of the World. Here on my channel, you will find out about the truth. We share the truth, decode the truth, and I predict the truth, okay? So if you're interested in this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Repost my videos everywhere, you guys. If you are my loyal supporters, this will help me, okay? So, yeah. Anywho, we're going to decode Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, okay? So lately when I've been doing my readings and stuff like that, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer been popping up, okay? So I really feel like there's something there. There is a message here for many of you guys to understand what this means. What do we know about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? We know that he is based off a Christmas story, okay? If you guys are into like Christmas, and they have the Christmas movies, Christmas cartoons, and all that stuff. And this is a cartoon that was very famous back in the day, especially when I was growing up. But what I remember about Rudolph was that he stood out. He had a uniqueness. Something that made him stood out was his famous nose. However, in the initial story, Rudolph's father, I think his Donner, and his wife, they had Rudolph, and they found out, oh well, he has a red nose, so they didn't want him to get picked on and shamed, so they made him wear a fake nose. So the whole time Rudolph is wearing a fake nose as he's like interacting with other reindeers, and as he's trying out to be part of Santa's crew, he was wearing the fake nose, and then something happened where it was exposed, okay? And everybody was like, they were criticizing him, bullying him, isolated him, and all that stuff. So basically, when Rudolph's true form came and it was shown, he was not accepted. His family knew that he was unique. They knew that he was his nose set him apart from all the other reindeers, including them. So they thought that they were protecting him by hiding that fact, making him pretend that he was just like the other reindeers, but that wasn't the case. So whoever this message is for, I feel like this is a message for someone who is extremely unique. You are like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like, you have something that makes you unique. This would be a birthmark, or a gift, or something that makes you stand out, but it was shielded, it was hidden. It could be a talent that's like goofy. It's something that makes you goofy looking, or it's going to definitely make you stand out. I'm getting that, but it's going to make you like exposed to criticism. Like, people are going to criticize you. I don't know, I'm kind of getting something with your speech, the way that you talk. It could be the way that you talk, you slur your words, okay? It could be a voice that you have, or it could be something regarding a special gift that many people don't have. And because people don't have it, they may criticize you to make it seem like you're the weird one, you're the odd one, there's something wrong with you because you have it, okay? So I'm kind of getting something like that as well. So with that being said, in the initial story as well, later in the story, they found out that they needed Rudolph, because Rudolph, his nose shined, right? It led the way for all the other reindeers to see during a snowstorm, if you pay attention to the original story. So at the end of the day, they end up needing him. So whatever uniqueness that you have, that sets you apart, that makes you exposed, is going to be needed at the end. It may not be accepted at first, okay? You may not be someone who was accepted like your whole entire life, but whatever this is, it's going to bring about a new future for you, a new outcome for you. If it started bad, if it started negative, it's going to be very positive. So whatever this thing is that people made fun of, bully you for, isolate you for, thought that it was like something bad, but it's going to turn out to be something positive. I don't know, it's like people are going to need you, okay? So like them doing all those things, it's like crying, like laugh now, cry later type of thing. I'm kind of getting, yeah, I'm definitely getting laugh now, cry later. You don't know, you never know what somebody's meant to become. So that's why you just, first of all, you just don't make fun of people in general. Like, have morale, okay? Like, where's your sympathy, okay? Like, that's one thing I would like to make sure for my channel, my evolution beings, my neophytes. I hope that we're not making fun of people. Okay, that's not what we do here. If you're part of my channel, my crew, my collective, you are meant to ascend, climb the ladder, and we're not here to be bullies, okay, and make fun of people. Because if you're like that, you are not welcome in my channel. I'm just letting you guys know right now, you are not welcome, because I don't play that. Any type of bullies or anything like that. But I'm kind of getting stuff like that. Someone is, you've been made fun of, you've been bullied all your life for this thing. Again, it could be a birthmark, it could be the way that you speak, your voice, speech impediment. I'm kind of getting a speech impediment here. It could be something that makes you like a physical feature as well, that's like on your face, okay, or your skin tone. Somebody may have so you may have like a skin condition as well that people are making fun of. Sorry about that, guys. That's a that was my notification for an app, and you see how is that it did that little noise. It sounded like cha-ching, right? Money. So I don't know. So again, laugh now, cry later type of thing. Like, people don't realize like what you're meant to become, because whatever they're making fun of you for is going to actually be something that's going to be your breadwinner. Okay, especially if this has to do with your voice. Like, you may have a speech impediment, but you're an orator. You want to be an orator, or you're destined to be an orator, a spokesperson, a leader, or something like that, where it requires you to speak up in front of people. So it's like karma, like divine justice and stuff like that. Like, people don't even realize like this is meant for, like, this thing is going to make you. That's what I'm kind of getting here. So Rudolph is a symbolism and a message for those out there who are unique and different amongst the world. You are meant to stand out, and Rudolph definitely stood out. You know, all for the wrong reason, but it's like the way that you looked at it. But at the end of the story, like, people end up loving him, and he was needed for again, like the story goes, like, Santa Claus needed to deliver presents, and there was a snowstorm, but they couldn't see, and Santa Claus was going to cancel Christmas. But then Santa Claus knew, oh no, we have Rudolph. His nose shined through the night, so they used Rudolph to lead the rest of the reindeer so that Santa Claus could see. So there you go, like, there you have it, you guys. Like, you're gonna, I'm kind of getting somewhere, like, someone was like outcasted, or like may be destined to be outcasted, and at the end of the day, you're going to be the most popular person, the most loved, the most talked about. You're going to be like the one that's going to lead even the people that was making fun of you. Like, and I feel like these people that made fun of you and whatnot in the past, it may end up looking up to you and apologizing for what they have done. But again, all this is part of your story here. Nothing to be ashamed about. This is all part of your story. Divine alignment. Okay, so something is going to make you stand out here. It could be a speech impediment or a skin condition or some type of illness. It could be an illness as well. Or like a birthmark or something that's like physically seen, or it's very noticeable, okay? It's very noticeable here. Another thing, this is a side note, for those of you on my channel that comments, you know, you won't like me to do this, you won't like me to do that. I'm here, like, my channel is, I produce what I want to produce, and the message that I share with you guys is a message that you guys need to hear at that moment. Any other message that that requires a part 2 or whatnot, if I'm being called to do the part 2, I will do the part 2. If I'm not, I'm not doing it. If I said that there was a part 2 on something, and for some reason I didn't do it, that means I'm not being called to do it right now. Okay, that means it's something about it's not aligned yet. So I just wanted to make that side note, because I do get comments here and there. I like looking at the comments. I have noticed that, so don't ask me to do this, to that. I share what I am called to share. Any channel message I bring to you guys is a channel message that you guys need to hear. Any decoding is the decoding that you guys need to hear at this time. Okay, so just let you guys know, and this is the last time I'm going to speak about it. Alright, so going back to the decoding with Rudolph. I really like Rudolph, okay? Like, I always did. He reminded me of Bambi. When I watched this story when I was younger. He did remind me of Bambi. Bambi was my favorite character. One of my favorite characters that I watched as a kid. Okay. So this knows that because I'm not gonna lie, like we all, like, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but I've been bullied, I've been picked on, and I know how that feels. It feels not good. Okay, it doesn't make you feel good. It makes you, especially if you believe what people are saying, so it makes you feel like unwanted. It makes you feel like you're so different, like it's wrong. And I'm here to tell you guys that is not the case. Anyone that's trying to make you feel less than what you are should not be in your life. You should not allow their words or what they're saying or what they're projecting onto you to be your story, because you should never feel less than anything about yourself, period. You should never feel less than. You should always feel greater. You should always feel comfortable in your own skin. You should always love yourself. You should always believe in yourself. You should always trust your instincts and your intuition. You should always believe in yourself. So anyone that's trying to project negativity on you to discourage you or to make it seem like you're a burden or there's something wrong with you, those are not the people that you should be listening to. Okay, and I understand that you can have constructive criticism. You will know the difference between constructive criticism or being criticized to help you rather than being bullied. Okay, you can tell the difference. When you are criticized, usually when they are there to point any type of bad habits or things that you need to improve on, not trying to expose a flaw to make embarrass you or anything like that. So those are the type of people you don't listen to. So you will know the difference. Okay, I just want to say that to my collective, because we are here to climb the ladder, and we're not here to listen to people like that, because people like that is those who are put in our path to discourage us and then testing our resolve, and that means we have to push through. Push past them, ignore them, or stay on your ground if you need be, or just keep it going, keep it moving. Just don't mess with, just don't listen to these people. They are not there to encourage you or to keep things positive or to help you keep going. No, these are people that's trying to stop you. They're a blockage in your way. So I'm kind of getting something like that. So this is a video to remind you, if you're going through this now, of something that you're dealing with that is out of your control, this stuff that you were born with, and you feel some type of way, oh my gosh, you feel shame, you feel embarrassed, you feel exposed, you feel very vulnerable, and these people are making you feel less than, not comfortable in your own skin, your own body. Do not listen to these people. They are there to stop you. They are there to make you see something that's not really there. It's up to you to see the uniqueness of what you is. Okay, the power of that uniqueness, what makes you stand up. That is power. You can use that as power. Okay, use it as fuel. You could change it around. It's just based off how you see it. These people are trying to make you see it how they see it. No, you need to see it for what it made you or what it's going to make you to be. Nothing should ever stop you. I don't care what it is. Okay, nothing should ever stop you. No excuses in the book. No excuses in the book is going to no excuses in the book should stop you, period. But no excuses that you make should be something what am I trying to say here? I know you guys understand what I'm trying to get here, but you shouldn't make any type of excuses. There should be no excuses to stop you. No excuses to make you feel no, it doesn't matter. It was a whole bunch of people that said this and they was making fun of you, picking at you, and therefore you never became this orator. If you have a speech impediment, for those of you if that's the case, so you always had this dream to be an orator, speak in front of people, but you always been made fun of because of how you speak, so therefore you didn't want to do it. That's on you. Yes, although those people, what they did to you was wrong, but for you to accept that's on you. So I'm just telling you, it doesn't matter what these people are doing. Do not believe them and do not accept that to be your story. Keep on climbing up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Trust me, you're gonna have people like that along your journey. Like as you grow older, you will have people like that. Okay, whether it's like temporary people or seasonal people, like they will tell you. You will have people that will try to discourage you because they are afraid, or because if it was them, then they will behave in that way. You're not them. You are you. That's why you have this uniqueness to you. Remember that. You have to remember that. So this is like a reminder, like a pep talk guidance for you guys as well, for this message. But the whole decoding of Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer is that red nose, although it made him stand out, it's the most beautiful thing that made him beautiful. It made him talented. It made him unique. It made him the main character at that. It made him needed. Okay, people needed him at the end of the day, and he's going to be loved because of that. Okay, but of course there's a lot more into it because, you know, his personality and all that, but you get what I'm saying here. So Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer has been popping up in my readings lately. So some of you guys are like that. You have a story to tell. Okay, and not just a story to tell, but like your story is unique. You are unique. You have a difference to you. You're not the same as everybody else, and this difference, uniqueness, is easily noticeable. Like you can't hide it any longer. If especially if you've been trying to your whole life, you can't hide it no more. Like it's gonna be a moment where you can't hide that fact. So no more hiding, no more wearing a mask, no more feeling shame, feeling like you're not enough or anything like that. That's out the window, because now it's showtime. Like people see it. Like that moment where everybody like all the reindeers saw Rudolph's true self, how he really looked like. That's your moment. What are you gonna do in that moment? Because what he did, he ran away. At the end of the day, he came back. But I'm just saying, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna run away, or are you gonna stand your ground and keep it moving? Just allow them to, you know, proceed how they want to proceed, but also stand your ground. Stand up for yourself if you have to. If you don't want to deal, like, you know, even entertain them, then keep it moving. Still be who you are and show everything about you and live proud. Live proudly. Because it's like enough of these people. These people, there's always going to be those people. And no matter who you are, there's always going to be people that's going to be negative. That's going to be, you know, bullies, okay? And they are putting people's lives to test the results. They are putting people's lives to, like, control them and to make them feel less than. You are never meant to feel less than of yourself. Never. Ever. I don't care what nobody says. You should never feel less than to nobody at that, to no one. I don't care what they have. They can have more than you. They can look more prettier than you. It does not matter. Never feel less than them. You are accepted. You are loved. And you are unique. And you are enough. But I'm kind of getting, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to make you stand out that you can't hide. Like, you have a lot. Like, it's like you have a lot of things. Like your personality makes you stand out as well. Okay, so it is what it is at that. Okay, I will pull one more card to see if I see anything else with this decoding. So it could be something regarding your nose. Okay, you may have a big nostrils, big nose, or a small little nose. It could be something like that, or it could just be like the things that I mentioned before, like a speech impediment or a birthmark or skin condition, an illness. Does not matter, but whatever it is, that thing is your power. That thing is going to be a story one day. You're going to inspire someone. You're going to be loved, and you're going to be needed at the end of the day. And just know that you're beautiful. That's something that needs to be said, and you need to hear that. You are beautiful. No matter what people are saying, you are one beautiful person, inside and out. Because that's like, remember I said in the beginning of this, I said that Rudolph reminded me of Bambi, and you know, Bambi was like so pure of that character. It's like, I feel like you are a very pure light, okay? And like, look at the name Rudolph. Like, that's a unique name in itself. Like, you maybe have a unique name, or it's something about your name as well stands out. And plus, like, Rudolph ended up being part of Santa Claus crew. Like, he's part of the reindeer crew. Like, not everybody is accepted. So something like that, you're gonna be accepted somewhere where no one, like, most people don't even get accepted into. So, like, jokes on them. Again, laugh now, cry later to those people. And these people are gonna be end up apologizing to you for what they have done. So, who's laughing now? That's all I gotta say about that. So this is the my decoding my perspective on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and what it all means. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is an interesting character. He is unique and he stands out. He was always shielded, or he had a shield or masked off a part of him to the point where it accidentally that it accidentally had to be exposed, right? But it wasn't an accident. It was just time for him to be exposed. And once he was exposed, it I guess tested the people around him that he once knew on how they were going to perceive him. Some people accepted him, some people didn't. Okay, and then he learned that day he had a choice, and he learned that day who was there for him. He had a choice, and he chose to run away because of how people was treating him because of it. But he returned back and he accepted his flaws. He accepted his uniqueness. And this is something that may be your story as well. You may have a similar story to this character, okay, where you may have run away, or you may have felt afraid or ashamed or embarrassed or something like that along the lines. It's okay to feel those things, okay, but it's all about what you do with it at the end of the day, okay? And I'm seeing that you're going to stand your ground. You're going to accept this about yourself, and you're going to grow into something, to someone that is very beautiful, that's going to be very much needed, and you have no idea. So this is the message for you, to a reminder, okay? If whenever you feel discouraged by these people, you feel what they are saying weighing you down, remember this video to uplift you, and remember to keep going, because you never know what your story could do to another person. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there.